Well, let's just start briefly with a different cup competition. You're still in the FA Cup, of course. Draw last night. It's one of those where it's neither one thing or the other. You've got divisional rivals potentially if you can win your replay.
Well, for sure, both teams will be thinking teams in their league again. It'll be competitive. They're both big clubs in their own right. So whoever gets through will probably guarantee a big gate anyway because it's a home fixture. So first thing to do is obviously concentrate on tomorrow evening. And then when we get to the cup game, we'll deal with it. But listen, some draws are good, and I think if both teams are looking at it, it's a home one, which is important. So it gives us another opportunity to play in front of our own crowd. And like I said, both clubs are big in their own right and would bring a big crowd. Yeah.
Do you sort of sit and watch it, or do you just wait for it to happen?
No, we
find out later.
We watched it last night. We sat and watched it last night. We were sitting there. That one's gone, and that one's gone, and then you look at, and probably everybody else is the same, And then when you see Liverpool play Everton, and you get a Merseyside derby, and Wolves play Man United, and it's like, But there's a few good ones in there, But you're always hoping that you'll get one of those good ones. But it is what it is.
And having sort of seen the decisions again, I'm sure from Sunday, does it make you more frustrated, or can you put that just behind you in terms of those penalties?
You move on quickly. The emotions of the game were there anyway, very evident for everyone to see. So first thing to do was analyse it, and then park it, ready for when we prep for it again, which we've done. So and then our focus quickly turns to Leyton Orient, which it did yesterday, partway through yesterday. So we've looked at it again, and obviously we're a little bit disappointed, but they'll also be feeling disappointment the fact that they didn't take their opportunity to win the game. So we go to battle again next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned the emotions, and I'm sure you've seen the videos.
Yeah.
That's having seen enough football matches. It's the kind of thing that happens on sidelines. Could you just talk me through what's going through you? Is it just everything just comes out at once because you're so frustrated at what's happening on the pitch?
Yeah, look, emotions, as you say, run high. We're two passionate people. I've come up against Ryan before. We want to win the game. We're passionate about our clubs. He's passionate about his club. I'm passionate about mine. We want to win. I felt the penalty was a bit soft, and obviously the emotion probably got the better of me with my choice of words, which are regrettable. One of the words that I used, and but for sure, what showed it after that was we want to win. I'm a winner, and I'll fight for my club, and Ryan will certainly fight for his. And what the video doesn't show you is afterwards us speaking about the incident and talking about the incident, and on the touchline and also inside. So it's unfortunate when you probably capture it in a small moment. There's a bigger picture, and I'm sure we'll, as we did after the game, shake hands. But listen, I used the word cheat, which I've very rarely ever used in my whole career here, and that's probably unfair on the player because he probably is not that. And I just felt that the contact was minimal. And we want to win the game, and if it was on the other foot, we'd probably feel the same. So hopefully that's cleared it up, and we go to battle again next week.
Absolutely. And what's the situation with Rollin in terms of appeals and that kind of thing?
Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for clarity on how the suspension carries over, because one of the frustrating parts after the penalty was given was obviously the red card, and we just needed clarity on the double jeopardy rule. Yeah. So we kind of got that after the match, having waited for everything to calm down, and we're just still waiting this morning to the actual clarification of the rule, because we know we'll miss a game, but it's a case that he could be punished a couple of times, which seems a bit unfair if it's only a one-match ban. So we're just waiting on that at the moment, but we're prepping and preparing for him to be involved tomorrow night.
Okay, and other than that, any other knocks picked up? Anybody
back
and available?
We're actually quite pleased with the game in itself, from how we improved ourselves in the second half, and generally from Saturday we picked up a couple of bumps, but in a very super competitive game, and they'll probably feel the same. Both teams have come out of it with probably all their players intact, other than obviously us having a player sent off. So we seem to be okay.
Okay, so the trophy, you're up against a lower division team that is struggling in League 2 at the moment. That's going to make you favourites going into that. Is that something you've got to embrace?
Well, for sure. Listen, but we all know cup competition can galvanise you. You know, they had similar to when we played our previous one. They had the weekend off, so they'll be fresh. Probably working on some fresh ideas to come to us. Look, I think when you play the team above and you're at home, you would be classed as favourites, and obviously, but you've heard that before. And we approach these games and other games that we've played that we don't consider it, because it's a clean slate. It's a one-off fixture, and you know, anything can happen. So we have to be absolutely spot on against a team that we all have great respect for.
Yeah, absolutely. And in terms of how seriously it's being taken, do you look ahead at what's coming up later this month and the sheer number of games you're going to have to get through and think there are players we've got to be very careful with here?
No, it's next game to win, and I think Graham has done that in this competition, getting to the semi-final last year. Strong teams in every game. This is another game to improve on. I think it's 2 out of 18 games I think we've only lost, so it's about improving. It's about getting to the next round. It's about all these little things, prize money. It's about keeping the momentum and the run going, keeping confidence, keeping competition for places, keeping players hungry. So we won't take this competition lightly, no chance.